Today we have a 2013 Honda Civic, and we are going to be doing a battery replacement. The battery that was here prior to this one was actually dead because it got drained just for sitting too long. That's what happens when you let the battery sit without starting up the car. The battery will die, especially if there's cold around. But the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and clean all this corrosion off. Because if you keep that corrosion on there, one, you're not going to have a good contact, which will be a cause of a no start, which is part of the reason what this vehicle has. So we will be doing a battery start and alternator test. We're going to clean this off, and we're also going to be doing a valve cover gasket replacement. So let's go ahead and start cleaning this off. All right, and after cleaning it off, we can go ahead and place the battery on the inside. Hit it down with a 10 millimeter. All right, perfect. So now let's go ahead and remove that memory saver that's on the inside of the car. We have the memory savers hooked up, and now let's go ahead and remove it. We replaced the battery. The battery is working. Now I'm testing the battery. I'm just going through the steps. The battery is 100% good. All right, now I'm making sure everything is off. Now we're about to go to the starter. So the starter was good. Tested out normal. I'll also print out the receipt. DC. And due to the fact that the car won't turn on, more than likely it's going to be that alternator because everything else is starting up properly. I'm gonna let the customer know that the alternator is failing and that the alternator does need to be replaced. So that is the reason why the vehicle is not starting. Remember guys, once the battery, the starter, and the alternator, they all work in unison. When one goes bad, then the other two will compensate. And over time, it's going to continue getting worse and worse and worse until you fix the problem. Now let's go ahead and start by taking off this cover in order to get to that valve cover. Go ahead and unclip this. Actually start doing these bolts. They're going to be 10 millimeters. It's going to be 4 in the front, 4 in the rear. Slide this over. Break that seal. We can go ahead and just pull that off. Take a regular ratchet, take down these bolts right here. And because it is windy, as soon as I get that valve cover off, I will cover up the engine so nothing can fly in there. When we're putting these bolts back on, we are going to get torque down to 7.4 foot-pounds. Yep. Got that last one. Now, let's get this last one. Actually, let's just keep that there. Let's go ahead and clean it off. I already pre-soaked it in brake clean. I went ahead and I hit these back down, so therefore nothing can go inside as I'm cleaning it off. So let's go ahead and hit it down again. All right, so went ahead and cleaned it off for now. And we can go ahead and pull out the dipstick. Be careful because it is plastic. Set that up here to the side. Let's go ahead and pull off the valve cover. We'll replace the gasket. But before doing that, we need to clean off the surface. Be extremely careful not to drop anything inside it. You can see the entire engine is fully covered. While that is covered, we're going to go ahead and clean up this gasket. and put the new one in there. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off a little bit better so it's less dirt. I'll be back when it's done. We already went ahead and replaced the valve cover gasket and cleaned it off. I'll end up showing you guys that at the end. But for right now, what we're going to end up doing is we're going to end up cleaning off this right here. Make sure that when you clean it off, that you use a razor blade. And we are going to only put RTV sealant right here, because there's a gap in between the heads. When they designed that, that's what they did. So we want to go ahead and clean that off. If you don't put it right there, you're going to end up with an oil leak. And remember, whenever you're cleaning, clean away from the engine. Therefore, you don't end up dropping anything inside. And right here is going to be your timing chain. All right, and I will be back when it's done. So we went ahead and we cleaned off the surfaces on the head. So it is nice and clean. I went ahead and did that off camera to save time. And here is the new valve cover gasket. It's already in place. Here is the old crusted up one. So now we're gonna put RTV sealant right here and right here. Like I said, they do have that gap, and we don't need much. We just need enough so that way when I press down on it, it stays. And that's good right there. You don't want too much, because if you put too much, then that can go into the timing chain and there goes your engine. And put valve cover back on. Make sure everything is in place before pressing it down. Start putting in some of these screws. Put them in by hand, and then we can go ahead and hit them down. You want to make sure you do it in the star pattern so you have even distribution. And I just want to run it in by hand first, so that when I do hit them down, then they're all even. Let's go ahead and put these back in so no debris can fly in. Keep them in the order that you take them out. It makes it a whole lot easier, and you don't have to second guess what goes where. All right, now when we're hitting down these bolts, we are going to start from the inside and work our way out with the star pattern. Go ahead and hit down these first so they're out of the way. All right, let's go ahead and torque them down while we're here. Let's go ahead and slide this into place. And we will be torquing them to 7.4 pounds. All right, so now I'm just gonna go around one more time just to make sure I got everything. This is just a safety check for me, just to make sure that I did not mess up or miss anything. Now that we have that, let's go ahead and clean off the dipstick, and we're gonna reinstall it back. Let's continue with these. Go ahead and slap on the last part. It's going to be this. All right, guys, and just like that, the repair is complete. If you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and comment and engage, so therefore YouTube can push out my content to other people who may be interested in repairs like this but have not come across my channel as of yet. So if you guys enjoyed this, like and follow for more car repairs.